go crazy. Okay, psycho, started doing weird animalistic things and whatnot. Right, basically drove him out of his own city. He ran away. No one could ever find Nebuchadnezzar again. And then God decides to describe what he looks like and what he turned into, basically. And he said he became a wild beast with very long hair, basically, very, very long nails. He basically he grazed through the land and ate, out there and whatnot. And I felt like that was basically the Lord describing to us what we know as now as the first werewolf. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, bro, of course the world is gonna take something like that God describes as like a man
Exaggerate.
being cursed, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna exaggerate it and say that he looks up to the moon and he becomes this crazy werewolf with these
Yeah,
satanic powers.
crazy.
You feel me? So like, bro, I'm telling you, it's getting crazy out here, dog. It's getting crazy out here because they're doing everything again. All it is just everything's being reintroduced, and rather than them hiding it, they're putting it out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to, I'm not trying to, I don't believe cancel culture, bro. But if we're talking about mutation and cross genetics right now, bro, an example of that would be sex change today. You know what I'm saying? Like
That makes sense.
you being able to get your penis chopped off or removed and turned into a vagina or vice versa, that's genetic mutation. And it's not of God. It's not of God because you're messing with his creation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where they mess up. That's where they mess up. And even that doesn't mean they can't be redeemed. Doesn't mean the Lord doesn't love them. He still loves the daylights out of them. They're just very misguided. Very
That's
misguided.
like getting your penis chopped off and all that. That's a decision. That's like getting a tattoo, bro. You gonna have
Yeah.
to live with that.
But I mean, at least you can get your tattoo moved, bro.
Right? Yeah.
Like, so I have to. If you let's say, and again, this is the saving power of the Lord, bro, for real. Because I've seen situations like this where there have been females who have wanted to become dudes. They become a guy. They end up getting like saved or coming back to the Lord, and they revert back to being a woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, good stuff. They got to stop taking the hormones. They got to stop doing this and stop doing
Yeah.
that. And it's a process, but they end up looking the way that they're supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, that's, they're back to where they are. Because a lot of times I just feel like it's a confused kid. And it's not in a disrespectful manner. It's like, because, bro, we should cherish all of our people on this planet because we've all been kids at one point. And if we've been confused, and we have been, at one point or another, we should be able to get that compassion and get that empathy, get that sympathy, enough for someone to say, hey, they were just confused, bro. They were confused. They were misguided. Maybe they need that information. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend. She did it. She ended up, her name was Kit, and she ended up becoming a boy. And she was doing the hormones and everything. Super cool person, bro. By the way, super cool, bro. I did hosting with her. Was always up there. And I see, like I'm saying her, she would be pissed off because I'm saying her right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing that like it would boggle my mind because I would not know how to address what to call her. You feel me? Because like I'm a man of the word, bro. I'm a man of God. So like if I see a girl, I'm gonna say girl. Like Riley said, I see gay, I say gay, bro. So I'm like, okay. But we ended up being friends. And bro, the story she told me exactly why she became a dude. If you're a girl and your dad looks at you and say that you look like a boy,
Oh, this crazy. Yeah, go ahead.
if you're a girl and your dad looks at you and says, "I wish that you were my son,"
Yeah,
if you're a girl and your dad doesn't take the time to
I
say
get
that
it.
you're beautiful, you've created more than a beast. And now that little girl doesn't know what she is. She doesn't know what she should be, and you as her father have ruined her image of her own body and her confidence in herself, her self-esteem. Like, and I'm sitting there at 21, 22 years old, fuming, listening to her say that shit. Like, bro, where's your dad? Where's your dad? I'll put him under. Cause, bro, there's no way he said this to you as a little girl, bro. There's no way. Cause that's why you're so confused. That's why you're so confused, bro. And you know what I'm saying? But we was friends. You know, that's what kept me stuck right there. Like, I'm like, bro, you got my whole heart for real. You got my whole heart.
Trying to be accepted.
You feel me? Like, so
Yeah.
I said, shoot, you can have mine, bro. You know, I
David,
don't agree, but you can be my friend for sure. Cause you need an accurate example of what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? To actually be loved without being judged. You know what I'm saying? So, man, bro, I'm telling you, it starts with us. It starts with us in the house, bro. We gotta be a good example to the kids.
all right, what's it called, David? We're gonna do closing remarks on the topic.
Bet. Shoot, my final, my final thought process on it is that the black kid definitely needs to be punished. He needs to go spend some time in jail. You shouldn't have a knife on you. If you were being bullied by this student and nothing was being done, there still was a different way that this could have been handled, and you took his life. Like, that's crazy, man. As much as it was an accident, you still got to deal with that consequence. And I feel bad for the little white boy's family for sure. I feel very bad for him, of course. I hope he went to glory. The best thing is to be positive and think that the Lord showed mercy and say, hey, he's in heaven right now. You know what I'm saying? So you don't got to feel too bad about him. But it also goes to show, and I hope that them little high schoolers understand, like, bro, don't you put your hands on nobody, bro. You something could happen to you. You don't know. You don't know. Be careful. Don't just think that you got some sort of authority. You're higher than you can touch whoever you want. Don't do that. It's crazy. Go ahead, Teron or SK.
I mean, yeah,
Right.
I would say that. I think even if he was getting bullied, I think even if the dude was bigger, I think it was a different way of handling that. I don't believe so much in going to a teacher, but I would say, like, because I wouldn't get mad at my kid if he was getting bullied and he ended up slapping a nigga or something. I wouldn't get mad. But if he was
Right.
an aggressor, then it's different.
Yep.
But I mean, you gotta suffer the consequences of your actions. I don't think he should have had a knife.
Yeah. Where the hell did the knife come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
Yeah, that's it.
it's crazy to me. SK.
For Charlie, I agree with you, Ron. I agree with you, David. He should not have a knife. He should get every consequence that's coming to him, every repercussion, all that. But at the same time, nowadays, I feel like we got to start preaching from both sides, unfortunately, because you just preach from one side, the other people going to be like, something. Oh, well, this is it. All right, then you preach the other side. All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool. So we're going to preach from both sides. First, I don't want to say it like this, but the deceased kid, whatever he did, it should not happen in order to, you know what I'm saying? He for sure did something wrong in order for it to lead to that.
Yep.
Then the other side,
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So
the other side to that is the kid who retaliated from what happened. Obviously, you should not have taken that route and direction even to that extreme, way too extreme.
yeah.
I can even understand a physical fist-to-fist fight. I can even understand that.
That's what I was
We talking about killing and taking someone's life, and honestly, I feel like a lot of kids be so fearful, bro. He probably in there like, yeah, I killed him just out of ego, out of fear, out of, you feel me?
Yeah.
Remember, that's
mean
all.
to do that. He didn't even probably mean to do that, bro.
The reason why that he'd be in there talking about, yeah, look at me, is because, like, look at they so-called role models, and this go back to what David said, like, don't be worshiping other people. So it's like, look at the rappers. What do they talk about? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why it's cool. If every rapper was like, no, don't do this, they wouldn't think it was cool.
Exactly, bro. Shame on the rappers, bro. That's a whole nother topic we gonna have to talk about.
I don't think there's nothing wrong because first off, that's
or the movies though, because it's more like Snowfall or
Power.
But even then,
Snowfall
like,
and Power,
you gotta,
bro.
and this all back at the.
Go ahead, y'all.
Oh, what's it called? I'm about to say. Even then, like, I keep going back to it, the foundation of it. You saw how his story went to even how it led to it. Whether it's a TV show, a song, well, even if it's a song and it's a certain artist, you can still go look at his story, see what developed and led to that, whatever. Most of these, like especially this, I can tell by the school and everything. I'm not sitting here saying he ain't got no problems. Everybody got problems, but at the same time,
Oh,
you had a high school game chilling, 17 years old in high school, bro.
you feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
You know why he probably had that knife? Where do they carry knives?
UK.
Yeah, where else?
Bro.
Stop running, Wulati.
Where?
Stop running, Wulati. You never heard that?
No.
New
New
York.
York? They
Oh.
Texas. Oh, well,
New
you mean
York
like he
drill. New
influenced
York
by
drill.
New York?
New York drill.
Right.
I mean, bro, New York drill is crazy, bro. They be talking about stabbing niggas in New York drill, bro. And listen. In that little Wulati song, bro, that stop running, Wulati. At the beginning of the song, they got the clip, the police clip, and the video, basically, like the audio clip of them running Lil Wulati down, and you can, bro, I don't even like saying this, bro. You can hear the knife going into that kid, bro. And they put it in the music. They put it in the song. They put it in the song, bro. You got kids listening to this shit.
Yeah, that nigga's evil.
They're evil as hell, bro.
I don't even think it's to that extent. I don't even think he listened to something that told him to carry a knife. I think since in the culture, bro, we all black men here, bro. In the culture, you always gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like,
Yeah, I get what
it's a thing to have some type of protection, whether you got hands, a knife, a gun, whether you have some type of protection and you step with that, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for him, it was just that knife in that section. As I say, it's like an ego thing. You hear this music and you're like, oh, you got to step with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So his something was just so happening. He is 17 in high school. He don't have access to a lot of things.
And it is legal for them to have a knife.
That too.
It's crazy. It's craziness, man. We live in a crazy nation. They need to just start changing some of these laws up. You wanted to change the law for smoking from 18 to 21, but we can have guns. We can do this. We can do that. It's like, bro, listen, bro. Are you guys like seeing the pattern? They don't care about things that don't matter. Okay. Or they don't care. They don't care about things that matter. Okay. And they care largely about the things that do not matter, bro. For real. At the end of the day, you smoke a cigarette and kill yourself because you get cancer. Okay. That's on you. But anything could pop off. You let somebody carry a knife around for self-defense. Nobody should be able to carry nothing around. How about that? If anybody out here who dies, bro, it has to be a tragic beating. You know what I'm saying? Or something. Because, that would stop all of it. I'm not about to fight somebody until they dead, bro. I'm not doing it. I don't know about you, but if I'm tired, I'm done. I'm going home and I'm going to bed. I don't got that kind of focus. You feel me? So I know for sure I am not doing it. I won't even entertain it. You feel me? And honestly, I don't know, bro. I don't know why that's not something that's been considered or done at this point, bro. Like, what do we need guns for? Niggas is not soldiers.
I be thinking that too.
Like, we is not soldiers, bro. And at the end of the day, dog, if the government starts going crazy, dog, nigga, it's not finna be another American Revolution.
They're already crazy. People just not realizing.
None of these, like, Americans are stupid. Americans are dumb, bro. Because for whatever reason, we feel like if we arm ourselves just in case, our government comes against us and we have to like create this big ass militia and do this big revolution, bro, we're gonna lose. We are not winning. This is a different time, okay?
Listen, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I think if America put all the weapons down, it was like a one-on-one competition by fist fighting, we getting our ass beat by China.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass.
Hey yo, wait.
Them
Why?
niggas chopping stones for real. Like chopping stones in half for real. Not even no like shit.
Hey, listen.
I ain't fighting. I quit. White flag.
Right.
Oh, my mama, bro. Wow. I'm not fighting a Brazilian. I'm not fighting a Chinese.
A Russian.
Cool. Cool.
Even the Mexicans. You seen the Mexican boxers, nigga?
Bro, no
Latino. I'm not going fist to fist with a Latino either. But what's it called? That nigga Ryan Garcia got it.
No, for real.